Hello and welcome back to another video from the Peruvian jungle. So I've only got I fly back a week today, but to be honest, I've been terrible at vlogging, but there's a few little tales as to why that's happened. But yeah, so today I'll talk about I've done three ayahuasca ceremonies, but I've drank in two of them. I have drank ayahuasca before. I think it was like 3 years ago, but it was in my friend's flat in South Shields. So it was Charlie as well, the guy who owns this retreat now here. So we do it in the Malacca, which is a beautiful room. I will take pictures and put them on my Instagram and my Facebook. But yeah, so my first ayahuasca, it was good. But the very first one I did in South Shields was amazing. I've got loads from it. It was beautiful. But yeah, so when I did it the first time here, I enjoyed it. But then at the same time, it was all a bit weird. I kept seeing my brother, which is really nice because my brother and I we are really close, but we don't really speak very often. But he really does care about me. Obviously he's my brother, but yeah, so it was almost like he was protecting me. But what I got from it was, and basically I need to start putting myself before anything else. It was really strange how it was all coming through to me, but it was just sort of you've got to look after yourself. So that was good. I was I purged at the end, but only a little bit, and then that was that. So then the following one I did, I was so excited for it. I was really looking forward to it. And oh my gosh, it was just the most awful experience. It was horrible. Everyone goes through them where they have a bad one. I was so sick all the way through it. It was just awful. All I wanted to do was just shout, "Make it stop!" But you've got to be quiet. Obviously other than purging. But so it was... But there's a lesson being learned, which is a big announcement that I'm going to make. So what I was getting from it when I was being sick, all I could taste was the raw food, and it was just awful. So basically what I got from it was a big massive telling that the raw has to stop. But to be honest, since being here, it has been pretty hard. Because it sounds ridiculous being in the jungle and not being able to get much fruit, and not that it's the fruit that's the problem, but it was getting the veg and the quantity of it. And since being here, I've actually realised, whoa, I'm far too thin. I had a picture took of me, and I was I zoomed in on myself, and I got a bit of a fright how thin I was. And one of the girls had said to me earlier in that day, "You've lost weight since you've been here," and I don't think that's very possible with the size of you. So anyway, when the ceremony finished, I felt unbelievably unwell. It was awful. And then the following day, I felt so ill. It was horrendous. I couldn't stop going to the toilet. I had pains in my stomach, and because I'd done yoga quite a bit, my back was really sore. But I think if I hadn't have been so unwell, it might have not been as bad. But it was literally, I couldn't get comfortable. I was so ill. And literally that morning I came down, and we all had breakfast at 8. And I just said to everyone, I can't be raw anymore. And everyone was just Fliss, was so happy you said that. Your body, it's just not working for me. And since it's been, when was the last ceremony I did? It was a week ago on the Thursday, and literally I've been having brown rice for breakfast and veggies, basically I've been having 4 meals a day, and they've all consisted of loads of brown rice, quinoa, lentils, loads of veggies. And I was ill for 3 days. So day 2 I woke up and I was just crying. I was like, why am I still feeling like this? And then Giri, one of the guys here, he's a doctor, so I felt like a child. He came into my dorm with his little doctor bag and did my heart rate, my pulse, did a wee sample, and he says everything was fine. He just said, you've got flu-like symptoms. So Charlie did did a thing on me, blew smoke on me, and he says, oh, I think you've got I think it's like a spirit like inside me, basically, with all the trauma and everything I've been through and how I've been feeling on the build up to coming here. I just think this whole experience has just been one big lesson of things in my life need to change massively. So I went to the following ceremony. I didn't drink, and Charlie did an extraction on me where like he was getting this spirit out. And honestly, I did feel ill that night, but then the following day I started to feel better, and since then each day I've gotten much better, and I feel totally fine now. But I came here like wanting to find answers for my future. You know, where was my life going? Was I going to move away? Did I need to change career or something? You know, I was just really depressed. And what basically my lesson that I've learned here, and it's just been life-changing, is that my future is right here, right now, inside of me, and I have to look after me and find a different way to heal myself, which I will. I'm already on the case, and the rest will follow. And I need to be happy in this moment right now, and to stop. I'm so forward-thinking fliss. Forward-thinking fliss. I'm so forward-thinking that I'm losing track of the now and looking after myself right now. I'm always like, so literally the next day I started saying, because there's somewhere in India that I'd like to go, and they help you get off medications. And I was like, well, my osteoporosis medication's finished, I'm going to go straight there. You know, that's 4.5 years' time. I need to look after myself right now. So, and that is what I'm going to do. So literally, like, I've been really enjoying like having the rice and stuff for breakfast. And the crazy thing is, since drinking the ayahuasca, I cannot go near any fruit, or I can't even have any salad. Like, they do amazing salads with like lunch and dinner. I can't even go near it. It's really bizarre. I just think it's, you know, the ayahuasca teaching me that the journey that I was on wasn't working for me. So yeah, I feel I'm really excited to go home. There's so many different things I'm going to implement, which I will talk about when I get home. But yeah, so ever since I've been starting to feel better, like I've been doing, well, just a few morning stretches, but then the yoga every day at 4, and it's been great. There's actually only 2 guests here now, myself being one of them, and another lad called Jay. He's from Wolverhampton. And all of the students, but they're all on plant diet at the moment. So one of them's been in isolation for 5 days. He's not allowed to come out of his room or talk to anyone. And then the others, they are allowed to come out and speak, but like only so much. So me and Jay have just been little jungle buddies. Like today we've literally spent the whole day in hammocks, just chatting, and just, I don't know what we've been doing. The day went really fast actually. But I think tomorrow, if Charlie's not taking the dogs to the vet, which is in Iquitos, we're just going to get a tuk-tuk and go into the town. And there's a really nice place that we got takeaway from the other night called Dawn of the Amazon, and they do lush vegan foods and milkshakes, so I'm going to go there. I'm going to start taking pictures of the food I'm eating, but I haven't been doing it because I wanted to break the news that I'm not raw anymore. So yeah, anyway, so where I am now is, so that behind me there is the kitchen and the dining room, and then, oh, I've got an ant on my face, ugh. And then the trees up there is where Cacao lives, the sloth. She did live actually in the centre, but because the 2 new puppies are like absolute raving lunatics, they've had to like put her in the trees. So she does come down to say hello. I've seen her, but she hasn't been down low enough for me to hold her yet. And then here that's where the ayahuasca gets cooked. And then that's the jungle. See? It is wicked, like, I'm loving it. It is great, but I'm not missing electricity, and I'm not missing being like, you know, on the internet all the time. But I am missing like not being able to speak to my mum and my dad, and my friends. I'm really missing them. Like, I have been hotspotting a few people on their phones, but then the signal's just not strong enough to like make phone calls. So when I go into the town tomorrow, I'll give my popsy and my mammy a ring and message friends and stuff. Yeah, I've been doing the odd like WhatsApp stuff, but I'm not missing it at all. I am really looking forward to a hot shower because it's freezing the showers here, and they're outside, and just being around clean, because it's obviously I'm in the jungle and everything's dirty, so it'll just be lush to get up and get ready without having mud here, mud there, and yeah, but it's wicked anyway. I love it. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. I will put the link to my channel, my social medias in the box below. Oh, it's been a long one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!